Though the Saxhleel generally choose to live in tribes based around a history, Lilmoth is a merchant town with no true leadership.
That stagnation. Something must now clear the way. That which will be productive.
Your eyes are as lovely as muddy puddles, found deep within the swamp.
I'm about to head up to the new Root Whisper village. Wanna come along?
You're heading
Your
where?
voice is
Look,
more
I've
beautiful
been in
than the
Merkmar
croaking
for
of a
years, and I've
bull
never heard of a root whisper.
Stop it. You're going to make me blush.
Together we would hatch many eggs so long.
Yes? Is there something I can do for you, Ojel? What is this really about, outsider? Are you trying to intrude upon my business? I assure you, Captain Jimala knows a rogue and a cheat when she sees one. That's why we have such an ironclad agreement. Ah, Neshdika must have employed you as an envoy. Very clever. Know that Captain Jimala is a shrewd negotiator, but a fair partner. Speak true and bargain in good faith. That will earn you the respect of the Master of the Prowler. Yes, the Prowler. Captain Jimala's ship. She can't very well be a sea captain and prominent trader without a good vessel. You need to know these things if you hope to impress the captain.
Welcome to Lilmoth, friend. Is that a shrewd and discerning gaze I detect? I know a fellow entrepreneur when I meet one. I'm a financier, you see, and I have an exciting business proposition, if you're interested, of course. The Khajiit Sea Captain, huh? Everyone wants to work with Jimala. I met her a few months ago. I needed a reliable ship to carry Alikiri trade goods. No small thing, what with the war and all. Jimala made me an offer I couldn't refuse. Impress her? No, that wasn't how I got close to the sea captain. No, I showed her courtesy and respect. I deferred to her expertise and let her suggest the best way we could work together. That's how I caught Jimala's eye.
A thirst for revenge.
You don't look like you require protection, Sharptooth. You need something, or is this a social call? And if I killed someone you knew, remember that I'm a mercenary. It wasn't personal. It was just business. Neshdika, the instrument crafter? Interesting. Sure, I know the captain. She hires me to escort her around the marsh sometimes. Matter of fact, I provided protection when she was last in port. I heard she's back, but I haven't spoken to her. Often enough to put a few meals on the table. The captain can handle herself, but she recognizes the value of local talent. Hiring a sellsword like me provides her with someone who speaks the language and knows the native customs. I did my job and made sure to follow the captain's commands to the letter. Captain Jimala appreciates a no-nonsense approach to my kind of work. I handle the rough stuff, but I never instigate trouble. I solve problems, I don't cause them. No surprise there. I'm what the locals call a Lucial Argonian, an out-of-towner. Basically, Argonians who leave the swamp and live among the dryskins, as well as those born in other regions. You get a few suspicious looks from the locals, the Naga in particular, but for the most part, we're more or less left alone. Honestly, it'd be hard-pressed to find an Argonian in Murkmire who really resents much of anything. Yeah, except for the pity everyone shows me. The locals can't imagine life away from the Hist. I'd be lying if I said there was nothing to it. Out in Alakir, I rarely even thought about the Hist. Now that I'm here, I actually miss it. It's weird.
New partner, come, speak with me. Ah, my friend and partner. Were you able to find out about Captain Jimala's likes and dislikes? Anything that will improve our chances to make a deal would be helpful. Well then, we should have little trouble. I am all those things and more when it comes to business. We just need to complete a Vosa Subtle so we can present it to the good captain. That is sure to convince her to deal with us. You can gather the frogs while I put the finishing touches on the instrument. We'll need mossfoot croakers, ruby hoppers, indigo tree frogs, and sun-blessed toads. Here, I wrote everything down so you won't have to remember all the details. What a strange question. We need the frogs for the Vosa Subtle. How else would the instrument produce its sweet-sounding melodies? The note explains how to catch each frog. Once you have them all, return to my shop, and we'll finish the instrument. Ask, and I'll do my best to answer. Partners must be completely honest with each other. Providing detailed explanations is just the mushroom on the log when it comes to total honesty. The frogs are the heart of the Vosa Subtle. Each little croaker, when nestled in its chamber inside the instrument, adds its voice to create the melodious sound. Happy frogs produce the most harmonious and joyful sounds. Imagine being pampered and cared for in a safe, comfortable environment, singing alongside your closest and dearest friends. That's the life of a Vosa Subtle frog. Every nest inside the instrument is warm and moist, full of mud and tasty treats. Mossfoot croakers nest in the reeds that grow along the shore east of Lilmoth. These playful frogs have no natural predators. They eagerly greet visitors. I suggest you gather these green little fellows first, as they are easiest to catch. Second, seek out the ruby hoppers. These red frogs like to sun themselves on stones around Lilmoth. Approach cautiously, however, or the ruby hopper will run. Once frightened, they often hide by the big tree at the center of town. Ah, the indigo tree frog. It nests high up in the trees, but loves the taste of flesh flies. Find the right trees, gather some insects, and release them beneath the branches. When the blue frogs hop down to feast, simply grab them. Sun-blessed toads. They nest in mud pits, emerging every few seasons to mate. To lure them out, make a musk out of stench sedge, salt rush, and joy mallow. Find a pit that has a croak wheel and pour the musk on yourself. Then just turn the wheel. I'll be in my shop, preparing the Vosa Sattel. See you soon, partner.
Need someone with no fear and a strong back.
Over here,
That you?
Ojal.
Be gone, I say!
I'm about to head up to the new Root Whisper village. Want to come along?
You're heading where? Look, I've been in Murkmire for years, and I ain't never had...
Hail again, friend. How goes your frog collecting? I hate to bother, friend partner, but you have been gone for a long time. Are the frogs giving you any trouble? I only ask because striking a deal with Captain Jimala is terribly important to me. Yes, I should have noticed. Your basket practically bulges. As for the sunblessed toads, they are the most slippery of the bunch. Do you need me to tell you how to gather them again? Then don't let me keep you, Biko. Get out there and gather the last of those toads. Much longer now.
Your eyes are as lovely as muddy puddles, found deep within the swamp.
Oh, Galish, such things you say.
Ah, is that the aroma of toad musk I smell? How delightful! I hope you were gentle with the little croakers. They need to be calm and relaxed to produce the most pleasing sounds. So they are! How good of you to join us, little croakers. Let's go inside, Biko. Our happy chorus must be fitted into the Vosa saddle. I envy them their new lives of pampered luxury. We should all be so lucky. Welcome to your new home, my little friends. Now let's listen to how it sounds. Pure perfection! Take this masterpiece to Captain Jimala with my compliments. That should secure us a deal. Our little friends are happy, I am happy, and Captain Jimala will be happy very soon. Oh, sun-filled day! Remember, when the captain asks you who created this masterpiece, shout my name with great enthusiasm. Neshtika, the pride of Lilmath. Of course. I always keep an ear hole open for important information such as that. Last I heard, Captain Jimala was drinking at the tavern. Go to her, present yourself as my envoy, give her the Vosa Sattel, and get her to agree to export them.
I'm surprised to see you in this part of the world, old friend. Not that I'm complaining. It's always good to see you. But what are you doing in this land of mud and bugs? Intriguing. Deals keep bringing me back to this swamp after all. So many captains consider Lilmoth to be beneath their notice, but their loss is my gain. Very well, speak. What's your proposition? Vosa, what now? Tell me more, envoy. What is this contraption and why should I care? The sound of home. Yes, I can see the profit in that. I target tavern owners with Argonian clientele. But what sort of instrument is this? I've never seen anything like it. I think what you said will make more sense after another couple of drinks. Still, it's exotic, I'll give it that. And I love a good challenge. Very well. Tell Nashtika we have a deal. Let's start with 5 of these and see how they sell.
To be the last Guthring ain't such a lonely thing. You must visit Drilk now and again.
So, tell me, friend partner, was Captain Jimala impressed? Will she sell my Vosa Sattles in far-off lands? The sun shines on my scales! 5 Vosa Sattles! I am going to need so many frogs. No worries, Biko. I will gather the little croakers myself. The next few days will be very busy, but very profitable. Speaking of profit, this is for you. Thank you.
Taking longer than I'd planned.
Ah! Don't kill me.
Or at least make it quick. Not like the others. Please, not like the others. Bark and birth. I nearly jumped out of my skin. Maybe I should have. It couldn't be worse than what the skin taker did to poor Donley. Dangled like toad jerky from a tree. Not a scrap of skin or scale left on him. It's true. He was trying to tell me something, but his voice was as ragged as a broken branch. I don't know how he had the strength to speak. I couldn't understand. All I could do was wet his tongue before he returned to the hist. It sounded like he was saying hist. I think he wanted to be returned to the roots before the end. That's not much, is it? Maybe Sulacia would know something more useful. He found one of the other victims. Sulacia lives in Alton Mirhiliel, across the marshlands to the southwest, just off the coast. I hope you find the skin taker before they take anyone else. I will rest more easily when they are caught, if I rest at all. He's a deadwater tracker that comes through our lands to trade his game. Very skilled so far as I'm aware. I'm sure he would spot 100 things that I missed upon finding Donley. I'm sorry. Oh, sacred sap, he does! Some of the finest pelts and hides we buy are his handiwork. You don't think some were Saxleal? Well, I'm not letting him out of my sight the next time he passes through, if it's all the same to you.